In this video, I'm going to show you a little about the Power BI portal, how to get your way around, and also how to set up your workspace or a group workspace or app workspace. So to start with, I've logged in using my Office 365 credentials, and this is the view I have with my own personal workspace, which comes automatically. Across the top here you can see the components that might make up my workspace. At the moment I don't have anything there. You can also use this down arrow and you can see the components there. Now above here we would see items that have been shared with us. So if I click on that, I can see I actually have a dashboard that's been shared with me by Adrian. In here we have the apps, which is one way of packaging your reports. And through here, if you've been given access, you'll see some apps here, or you can get the apps from your organization. So to start with, I'll show you how to populate your workspace. Now this assumes you have the access to do this, so you possibly have your Power BI Pro license, or your organization has Power BI Premium capacity. So we use the Get Data button to bring in anything new into Power BI. So we either select a file, which will be an Excel workbook, Power BI report, which we've created or saved on our desktop, and a CSV file, or you can bring in the database, which brings in a data set connected to a particular database. So I'm going to select Get Files, go to a local drive, and these are reports that I've previously saved with the correct connection to my server. Now you can see here it's brought in this report, and because I didn't already have any dashboards, it's also placed that as a default dashboard, which I can remove because at the moment I don't think I'll have the whole report as a dashboard, so I'm going to delete that by clicking this button. And then here's my report that I've brought in, and you can see it here as well. If I click on it, I'll see the contents of that report. And you can see I have edit access for this report. If you don't have that, it means you don't have edit access. So by looking down here, we can see that the connected data set for that report is here, and it gives it the same name as your report. If I actually wanted to create another warranty report, all I have to do is click on that data set, and I'm given a blank canvas, and it's the same set of tables that the warranty claim analysis report was written for. So that's one way of creating your own reports. Now another thing you might want to do is bring in data sets that you don't have a report for. So let's click on Get Data and the databases. Now you've got a few selections here. I'm going to click on SQL Server Analysis Services, which will give me the list of tabular models that I have access to and have been set up in the gateway. So the gateway is how your reports will get refreshed in Power BI. Because we're using SQL Server Analysis Services, this is a live connection, but the database itself is on a server within the organization. If you were to use Azure SQL database, the data source is in the cloud, and then these gateways aren't required. So down here, I can find the data set I'm interested in. Now I'm going to choose warranties, which is actually the same one that's already connected to that report. We can see that this one is connected to the gateway Ellipse SAS Dev, which is actually our development server, and this is the server IP address. Some of these also have a production server, which has a different IP address, so you can see where you're connecting to. So I'm going to select warranty claims, select it and connect, and that will bring that in. Okay, you can see here the name it's given it has included the server and the model name. So that's actually quite useful naming for knowing where you're getting your data from. You can actually rename these if it suits you, and along with the other data set you can actually rename that as well. So when I click on my new data set, I'm in a position to create another new report. Now I'm going to bring in another report so that I can show you how to build a dashboard. So I'm just going to grab another report from my local drive, inspections. Once again, it's embedded that as our new dashboard, which I'm again going to remove. Okay, so you can see now I have two reports. So I'm now going to build a dashboard. So I'm going to go into inspections and I'm going to choose the chart that I want on my dashboard. So if I go to this tab, I'd like to include this chart on my dashboard. So I need to select the pin, and I'm going to put it on a new dashboard called main, pin it. Now you can see I now have a dashboard called main. Before I go to that, I'm going to go to my other report and I'm going to select a chart for that as well. I'm going to go to another tab and I'm going to get the claim count by EGI, and I'm going to pin that to the dashboard. And I want to pin this one as well, so I'm going to pin that. And I might actually include the count. So now I'm going to go to my dashboard and I'm going to rearrange it to make it look a bit better. So I might move the inspections chart down. It's very easy just to drag and drop everything around. I'll put the inspections one at the bottom. These are my 3 claims charts I added. I'm going to add a title. So I can add a text box and say warranty claims as a title. Now I'm going to move that to the top and I'm going to resize it. It's very easy to resize. And I'm going to move these around. Now these can be resized however, whatever suits you depending on the data that's being shown. And this is our inspections report, so I'm going to put a title for that one as well. And there we have a title. Now what you can do is click on favorite. Now this will become your dashboard that you see when you first log in because you've made it your favorite. So the way these dashboards works is this information is refreshed when you come in, and you can then see the information that's relevant to your daily work. So if you decide you need to understand this information better, all you have to do is click on it and it takes you to the report where you can look at that information and analyze it using filters, cross-drilling, whatever you prefer, and you can understand the issues within that information that was presented to you on your dashboard. That's the end of this video. Thank you.